Masechet Brachot, Perek Aleph, Mishnah Aleph. The first Mishnah of Masechet Brachot talks about this pasuk: "V'shenamta l'vanecha v'dibarta bam, v'shivtecha v'veitzecha, u'v'levtecha v'derech, u'v'shachlecha u'v'kumecha." There's a pasuk in Shema that says you should teach your children v'dibarta bam. And from those words v'dibarta bam, it means that they have to say these words, which are the words of Shema, when they're in their house, when they're on their way, u'v'shachlecha u'v'kumecha, when they lie down, when they get up. So the Mishnah is going to look into the words when you lie down and when you get up. That's going to be the basis for Mishnah Aleph and Mishnah Bet. Make sure to remember those words Shach B'chav Kumecha, because they're going to come up in our Mishnah. Me'ematai Karnet Shema Ba'arvid. Me'ematai. From when do you start reading Shema in the evening? The Mishnah started talking about Shema in the evening because the Jewish day starts in the evening. Also, in the pasuk we had before, V'shach B'cha lie down came first. But again, the question, Me'ematai Karnet Shema Ba'arvid. When do you start saying Shema in Arvid? The Mishnah only gives us one answer. Bisha shakohanim nechnasin le'achal b'trumatan. When the Kohanim go in, are able to eat their truma. What's happening here? Kohanim eat truma, but they can only eat truma when they're tahar. So if a Kohen becomes tameh, he has to go through the things that he needs to do to become tahar. And then his final stage of tahar is when Seituk HaChavim come, when the stars come out. So the Mishnah is telling us the time that the Kohanim can now eat truma is when the stars come out, Seituk HaChavim, when the same time that Shabbat ends. That's when you start saying Shema. So the nighttime Shema, Me'ematai Karnet Shema, the Arvit is Seituk HaChavim, when the stars come out. The Mishnah goes on to then ask, Ad Matai Karnet Shema. When does this reading of Shema end? The words in parentheses are not in the Mishnah, it's just inferred. And then the first answer is Ad Sof Ashmor Rishona. Divrei Reb Eliezer. Reb Eliezer gives the answer that it's at the end of the first third of the night. Each night on the Jewish day is divided into three parts, and Reb Eliezer says the first third of the night, that's when you have to read Shema until, because he understands the pasuk to mean the time that people go to bed. So normally people go to bed in that first 3 hours of the night. So that's you have to finish reading Shema by that time, based on that word b'shoch b'cha. Chachamim omrim ad chatzot. Chachamim say till chatzot. They understand b'shoch b'cha that people go to sleep a little bit later. B'shoch b'cha goes all the way until midnight that people are going to sleep. And Reb Gamliel omer ad she'elah amud hashachar. Reb Gamliel understands the word totally differently. It's not when they go to bed, but it's how long they stay in bed. So you can say Shema ad she'elah amud hashachar until dawn of the next morning, because b'shoch b'cha means the whole time you are asleep. The Mishnah goes on and has a Maseh Shebal Banav Bebeit HaMishta. That Reb Gamliel's sons came back from a wedding. Amrulo, and it was very late. Amrulo, and they said to Reb Gamliel, Lo Karinu et Shema. We didn't read Shema, and it was after Chatzot. So they didn't know what to do. They know when we have a machloka between Yachid and Rabim, between individual and Rabim, the Chachamim, we follow the Chachamim. So it's after Chatzot, what should they do? So Amar Lahem, Reb Gamliel said to them, Im lo Allah amud hashachar chayav ma'atem lekrot. If amud hashachar didn't come yet, you still have to read, just like his opinion. And then he goes on to even give them a bigger explanation. V'lo zo bilvad. Not only this, el kol ma she'amru chacham ma'chatzot. Any time the Chachamim say until Chatzot, mitzvatan ad she'elah amud hashachar. Anytime the Chachamim say that you have to do it by midnight, the mitzvah is really until Amud HaShachar. I mean, the mitzvah really goes to Amud HaShachar, a bunch of hours later, till dawn. And then he goes and gives examples. Hektar chalam ve'varim, burning of the fats and the limbs of a carbon, goes into the night. Mitzvah san ashel Amud HaShachar, but you really can go until the dawn. And all the things for a carbon that you have to eat in that day, really, mitzvah san alum hashachar. You can go to hashachar, but in both these cases, the chacham say till chatzot. Why? Im kain lama amru chacham al chatzot kedei lahachik adam min avera. To stop people from doing an avera, they move it up earlier, so you don't have to do an avera.